Hello again, YouTubers. Here's another teapot that I love very much, and it is so totally different from the last one that I did. This one is modern, if you call 1989 modern. This one was made for the American market. It was made in Japan. It's beautiful. It's got the kind of field flowers, just a combination of different pretty little flowers. Now, to show you a difference, or one of the differences in American teapots and the English teapots. Now, when I pick this lid up, it sort of has a resistance. So I push it forward, and back here, you'll see it has a nub. Let's see, right there, see? It has that nub. So, just like the deep lid on the other one, supposedly when we use this teapot, that nub is supposed to stop that from coming off. But frankly, this is a teapot I would put my finger on the top of it because it's just too easy to mess something up. But anyway, I love the design of it. It has design all through it, all the way around. It has gold in places. Here's the little vent hole. Oops. Here's the little vent hole that I was mentioning in the other teapot. And actually, I said the Moriagi teapot from England. I said I'm having problems with my eyes. So I said that it said made in England underneath the ribbon. It doesn't say made in England. It says Burlesome, England. And so that was just my not quite reading it right. But if you'll notice, it has beautiful flowers. And has them on the back too, but not quite as large an area. But it's still beautiful. And another difference in American teapots, and especially more modern American teapots, and the English teapots, I'm going to show you in this one. I couldn't really show you on the Moriagi one because it was so dark in there. I didn't think it would show. But if you look under here, if I can get it to where you'll see it, it's really sort of all the same color, so it's hard to see. So I'll try to use the pencil to point it out. But right in here, where you go up to the, maybe I can go down. Yeah, there we go. Go down through there. Now, a lot of teapots will have a piece of clay across there with about 9 or 10 holes. And the reason they had it that way was because people used to use loose tea. They didn't, they had tea bags when I was a kid, and that was quite a while ago. But, you know, I still use the loose tea because I like using the loose tea. But anyway, this is a modern one. And what you may know about this and what you may not is, I don't remember if it was Teleflora or which one it was, but one of the florists, you know, a national florist, let me see if I can, got to move my tripod just a touch to get it in there good. Anyway, this was a container for flowers, like maybe for Mother's Day, and it had the lid fastened to it somehow, and then it had a nice bouquet. So when Mom got her Mother's Day or her birthday present or whatever it was, they, come on, clear up. Okie dokie, come along. We're not going to clear up. How about that? Well, anything. It says Robinson Design Group. Copyright 1989, Japan. And it is, let me double check it. Oh yes, it is porcelain. The way you can tell if something's porcelain or not is if you hold it up to a bright light, like a bright window or a bright overhead light or even a flashlight or something, and then you pass your hand on the back side of it, if you can see the shadow of your hand, that's porcelain. And porcelain, although it often is made into really what looks like really delicate pieces, it is a very strong clay to use. And it's much easier to get finer, more delicate details with porcelain than, say, it is just your regular potter's clay, like you would make, like throw something on a wheel and that type clay. It's a much stronger clay than most of those. Of course, a lot of times the strength of your item depends on how hot you fire it. And porcelain does fire hot. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to mention too, is if you have dishes, I'm fortunate enough to have the, well, I won't say fortunate, blessed is my word for that. I'm blessed enough to have the Old Country Roses that has been out here in America for probably about 25 to 30 years. But in '67, when I went to England, they were there already. And I fell in love with them there. And fortunately, they started marketing them over here. And so I was able to get a good service of that. And I really love those. But anyway, what I was going to say was they have a really heavy gold around the edges. Even though I have seen in the grocery store a special dishwasher detergent that is designed for china that has gold decorations and that type thing, I would never would I ever put a piece of porcelain or fine dinnerware or teapot, even a sort of off-the-wall teapot like this that is beautiful, but yet it wasn't designed to be what you think of as an expensive teapot, but I do love it. But you can still, well, I say still, I've had this one about 20 years. Back when I got this one, I could get them for about, ones like this type of ones that were the florist ones, I could get those for about maybe $10, $15, something like that. Of course, something with the date on it, the older it gets and the more perfect it is, in general, they'll go up in price some as tastes go. Unfortunately, I'm a very old-fashioned person. I love the old-fashioned stuff. The other stuff's pretty too. And all this stuff that goes back to the 50s, that's pretty. I got some of the real stuff. But I really do like the flower garden kind of a attitude toward my porcelain and things like that. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a lesson. And don't forget, do not put anything with gold in it, on it, through your dishwasher. I don't care how expensive your dishwasher is or what the dishwasher stuff says or whatever. Myself, if I'm not able to take, now I don't want help in my kitchen when I am cleaning up those type dishes. I just like them all gently put into the kitchen, and then when everybody's gone, then I'll take care of them myself, because that's just the way I am. And another thing, while we're talking about it, you would not want to put silver plate or sterling silver in the dishwasher either. And of course, we can cover that another time, because there's a whole world of what you do and don't do that stuff. But anyway, have a nice day, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, like if you liked it, share it with your friends. Keep your eyes peeled for things like this at the Goodwill and things like that. I've seen some pretty good stuff there. In fact, I've found a few good pieces there. But unfortunately, many times when you do find it in that, that type of a setting, often it, will have damage or something. But I've been lucky on some too. So anyway, have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.